You know, in those really high-stakes situations, whether it's in the boardroom or even in our personal lives, doubt can be absolutely paralyzing. When your gut feeling just isn't cutting it, what do? What tools can you actually use to find the truth? Well, today, we're going to dive into a method that's designed to bring clarity when everything is on the line. Think about it. An unanswered question just lingering there, it can be toxic. It can completely poison a workplace, it can erode trust, and it creates this atmosphere where nobody feels stable. That's the challenge we're tackling head on. How do you find real answers when suspicion threatens to unravel everything you built?
So, you've talked to everyone involved, right? You've looked at all the evidence you can find, but you're still at a dead end. The thing is, sometimes words and just circumstances, they aren't enough to let you move forward with any real certainty. And that's the frustrating point where so many important investigations just stall out.
Okay, so you've hit that wall. You're at a standstill. What's the next step? Let's look at how we can shift from that feeling of uncertainty to a structured, scientific method for finding the answers. It's all about moving from guesswork to truly objective analysis. First things first, let's get that Hollywood image of a lie detector out of our heads. A polygraph is actually a professional psychophysiological study. Now that's a mouthful, but psychophysiological just means it measures your body's involuntary physical reactions. Things like heart rate, breathing, even perspiration, in response to a series of very carefully designed questions. It's about tracking the body's natural response to the stress of answering. So how well does it work? Well, this number is pretty significant. While no method is ever 100% perfect, a professionally conducted polygraph using modern equipment and validated techniques can achieve up to 98% accuracy. That level of reliability is exactly why it's trusted in so many sensitive investigations. This isn't about chance, it's about a very high degree of scientific validation. And here is the key takeaway, really. When every other path has been explored and you've come up empty, the polygraph offers a scientifically based way forward. It's the tool you turn to when all the traditional methods have failed to give you a clear, reliable answer. All right, so where is this tool actually used in the real world? Let's explore some of the most common scenarios where a polygraph examination can provide those absolutely critical insights. In the corporate world, threats from the inside can be devastating. Think about it. Corporate theft, data leaks, even kickback schemes. A polygraph can be a really powerful tool for a business to discreetly and, more importantly, quickly identify the source of these critical internal risks before they do more damage. And it's not just for big companies. A lot of the time, it's simply about verifying someone's story. Is an alibi true? Are the credentials on that resume real? Did they really leave their last job for the reasons they're claiming? These are fundamental questions about personal integrity, and a polygraph can help confirm the information you've been given. But sometimes the biggest risks are the ones that are completely hidden from view. An undisclosed gambling problem could be the real motive for theft. Significant hidden debts might make someone incredibly vulnerable to bribery. These are the underlying factors that pose a silent but very serious threat, and an examination is specifically designed to bring them into the light. So, we've covered the what and the how. But what's the end result for you? What's the ultimate goal? It's to move from that place of paralyzing uncertainty to a position where you can finally make confident, informed decisions. This slide here captures that core transformation perfectly. Look at the difference. On one side, you have the fog of suspicion and unknown risks. And on the other, you have the clarity that comes from objective facts. It's a fundamental shift from being reactive and uncertain to being proactive and secure in whatever you do next. And remember, the ultimate goal isn't just about catching someone in a lie. It's about establishing a foundation of objective facts. Because once you have that, you can take decisive action. Whether that means clearing someone who's innocent, taking necessary disciplinary measures, or maybe even involving the authorities. And really, at the end of the day, everything we've talked about comes down to this one simple, powerful idea. You just can't build or rebuild trust, and you can't establish real security without first knowing what the truth is. So, I'll leave you with this to think about. What are the unanswered questions that are creating uncertainty in your world? What truths, if you could just uncover them, would finally give you the confidence you need to move forward?